Right, back live tonight and in focus. The Gauteng Central Committee of the South African Council of Churches met this week and they lamented the state of politics and its adverse effect on local governance. The committee also observed with concern the issue of public representatives fighting for self-interest and political power. Gauteng Central Committee member and ELCSA Central Diocese Bishop Emeritus Dr. White Rakuba joins us now for more on their meeting. Your Grace, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time and coming on tonight here on In Focus. What informed the meeting? What agitated this particular meeting to sit and reflect on the state of politics and governance in Gauteng?
Yeah, good evening, the viewers and citizens of Gauteng. The SACC Gauteng province met on the Thursday, the 30th, and some of the things that we had to deal with was service provision in all the metros and the continuing struggle of the coalitions. When we met on Thursday, we were looking at the Tshwane Metro and Ekurhuleni. And already on Tuesday morning this week, when we woke up, we found out that also the West Rand Metropolitan, also the mayor has been removed. And this is a serious concern to us as a church, because the continued struggle by politicians is affecting the service delivery in the region. Over the weekend, if you recall, the Bishop of the Anglican Church, Bishop Steve Morewa, made a passionate plea about the heap of garbage that was actually encircling the cathedral. And then on Monday morning also, the pastor in charge of the Methodist, Central Methodist Church also joined them. And we are really worried that now the politicians seem to be fighting over the control of metros, and service delivery is a major concern to us. You go anywhere in this Gauteng province, you find that a lot of things are not being done correctly.
Yeah.
So as a church, we really raised this concern. We say, can politicians really concentrate on what they have been elected to do so that people of Gauteng should enjoy the services?
Do you think politicians have been so far detached from the reality, firstly, of the people that they govern, or at least the people that they serve, shall I say that? But most importantly, they've also been detached from the reality of, I suppose, seeking counsel from spiritual leaders like yourself.
Yes, indeed, this is the situation. You just drive around Gauteng province, or it doesn't matter whether it's the city, it is in the townships. Really, the services are not there. Garbage is piling and piling everywhere. We had a major storm, especially here in the West Rand, on the 8th of December last year. I can tell you up to date, nothing has been done about the potholes that have developed because of that. And nobody even come by to come and say what's going on. And this is something that is really making people to start to say, our politicians we have elected, but they are no longer with us. They spend a lot of time bickering in councils, and they've neglected the services to the people.
Did you reflect then on what role you think the church is supposed to play, for example, in the politics of coalition, which we are seeing beginning to be quite the dominant feature of our metro local municipalities?
As churches, we need to be neutral. We don't want to be found ourselves caught up in the internal struggles of the coalitions. But as a church from outside, we need to say to them, please concentrate on what you have been elected to do. And the church remains to be a voice of the voiceless. This was proved during the struggle time, when most of the political parties were banned. The church kept the candlelight burning by challenging those who were in power. And I think it is the right time as well that we should also start challenging our politicians to say, you have been elected to serve the people and not to serve yourselves.
Is the church able, I suppose, to, in a sense, encourage the spirit of unity? Because these coalitions really would require that the parties work in unity, in unison, and in humility to be able to collaborate together for the good, not of the individuals who seek various positions, but for the good of the communities with which they need to be interacting and serving.
Indeed, this is the message the church should be preaching to everybody involved. That we know that each and every party want to take control, but let them also remember that what they are doing is a service. We cannot undermine the fact that they have been elected with the blessing of the Almighty, that they should lead the communities and make sure that the services are provided. But once they start looking at themselves, at their parties, they forget about ordinary people who are not actually affected in their struggles. So we are saying, let the councillors be closer to the people. Let the councillors know what is happening in the communities. Let the councillors listen to what people are saying so that they can help people with the services.
Yeah. In your closing line in your statement, you said, let us, the church in Gauteng, be a voice and a vehicle holding the different local governments accountable to be just governments that protect and serve its people well. How do you see yourself as the church playing that role of being the voice and being the vehicle that takes the message to the different local government authorities?
It's for the church to be closer to the people, to the communities, listen to what the people are saying, and also calling upon those who are in authority to account for all what they are doing. The church must keep on calling the people to account and not keep quiet. Because if the church keeps quiet, then nothing will happen. So we are saying, we as a church in Gauteng province, we want to really be involved in the politics and in the communities to say, please know that you have been elected with the blessings of the Almighty, and always remember that you are there because of that.
Dr. Rakuba, appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming on tonight and helping us in that conversation. That's Bishop White Rakuba with the South African Council of Churches Gauteng Committee.